welcome back to Eclectic. Hello. Today I'm asking for your opinion, okay? You know how covert narcissists are always described as being socially awkward? And also sometimes I see in the comments people asking if they have some sort of autistic disorder, and if they have, they may be autistic, or maybe when they met them they felt as if something was off and socially. And in the research they are described like this, like they are socially awkward. That's one of the things they say, and it's true, they are socially awkward. But I'm thinking, are they really just, they are socially awkward, but is it out of just a deficiency, like in the case of autism, where there's like it doesn't come from something that they do on purpose, or it's just natural, it's just, you know, they're not capable. But in their case it's not the same. The difference, I think, is that they have cognitive empathy, but they don't have emotional empathy. So they're not intelligent emotionally, and if you don't have the emotional part, you're not intelligent. You know, although they can be very, very bright on their own, like maybe they're scientists or they are accountants, or I don't know, covert narcissists. They can be very, very good at what they do, but not so good because they lack emotion. You know, the emotion is so important when it comes to intelligence. Being knowledgeable of your emotions, of how you feel, adds to your intelligence in general. So what I'm thinking is, are they socially awkward, or they just don't care? You know, they don't care, they don't have real empathy. You know, they can act empathic, they can copy you, they can copy your ways of behaving in public, and they can act, they're good actors, but it feels off. It feels that there's something missing there, because they're not there. There's nobody there really. So the false self is so false, it's fake, you know, and you can feel it. And so you assume as a victim that this person, oh, maybe they're socially awkward, you know, they need support, they need someone that knows how to behave in public, or more social, or whatever. And regardless of the fact that after that you end up being the socially awkward, because you end up being isolated by them, which is weird because they portray to you, they sell you this image of being socially awkward, but then when the devaluing stage comes up, you end up being the one that's alone always, because they isolated you, and they're the ones that are partying, going out, being in contact with people suddenly, and smiling and having fun, and then you are out there. At least that's what usually happens. Let me know in the comments if this is your experience or not. But in reality, they end up being like this other new person, where they are out and about, and they're dealing with people and socializing and going out and meeting new people, and then you're alone on your own, and that's weird. It's true, they are very, very awkward socially, but I think it comes from this lack of empathy, real empathy. Because to those of you that may think that narcissists don't have empathy, and okay, the person I know must not be narcissistic, because when they see a dog in pain, they say, oh, poor dog, let me help him or her, and let's take her to the vet. Okay, and that's empathy? No. That could be cognitive empathy, and it can be puesta en escena, how do you say this? Fake show. They put on a show so that you buy that, as if that's empathy. But they learn this, they learn from, they constantly copy people. I made a video about psychopaths, and there's a research paper that explains that they are very chameleonic, and they copy people, and it's awful because it's so fake. I cannot take it, but okay. So they copy the neighbor and then the friend and then somebody else, and they copy how they behave and what they do and expressions and things they say and things like that, and then they use them in specific moments during their life, and they go back to that. And I knew a narcissist that would copy people so well. It was like uncanny. I couldn't believe how this person copied the way another person talked. You know, they're good actors, really. They should all win an Oscar. but nevertheless, during a social interaction, you notice this lack of something, and that's a red flag. And that's the moment I'm asking you: have you ever felt that when you met this person at the beginning? Was this lack of something there? Maybe you didn't know it was empathy. I'm assuming it's the empathy, the emotional intelligence that is lacking, and so you feel as if you need to protect them, especially if they are covert narcissists, or justify their behaviors because they are also bright in other aspects, or they are okay, you know, they seem to be good people and they seem to be normal, but there's something off there. So, well, we're all different, so, you know, so that's how you think when you meet them, but you never assume that maybe, oh my god, is this lack of empathy real empathy? Because this is why it's important to me, because this is the bait. Okay, it's a bait for victims when they, oh, he's socially awkward, you know, he needs my help, okay, and I'm going to help him, you know, and so, oh, poor guy, yeah, let me help him, and he's saying all this, and it's hurtful, but it's because he's socially awkward, so we will, you know, allow him to behave like this in the future because he's socially awkward, so I will let him behave in hurtful ways, and you know, and justify him in front of other people. I would say, oh yeah, haha, you know, he behaves like this, so, or she does this, well, okay, she's socially awkward, so yeah, no, they do this, I think. What do you think? Because they do not care. People are objects to them, so they just behave like this because they don't care. And if they want to act, they're good at acting, but there's something there, like it's fake and you feel it. So what do you think? You know, I think it's important to clarify this, because this could be one of the red flags that usually it's overlooked. And when you meet people like this, if you're a good person and if you are empathetic and you know you are kind, you tend to justify and overlook things like this that could be, oh, okay, we all have issues, we all have problems, you know, but this is a red flag, you know, this type of social awkwardness, because we can be socially awkward, don't get me wrong, but this type of social awkwardness is the type where it hurts people. It's too direct, it's too confrontational, it's something that is not okay. You can be awkward in a different way without hurting people, you know. So yeah, that's the thing here. It's important to know if this is okay, they're socially awkward, or they just don't care. I think they do not care because of this lack of empathy that they have, you know. Let me know what you think. I would be very, very curious to know if you have any experiences like this. Please let me know. So yeah, thank you so much for your likes, always, for your support, for your comments. I love that you're helping me. That it means a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. I hope you are taking care of yourself. You are at least starting the wheel of self-care. You know, like I said before, you need a baby steps for this. And when it's hard to start doing self-care, which is part of recovery from this type of abuse, it's good to know that baby steps will help you set the wheel in motion. You know, that's a great thing that behaviorists do. They say, okay, don't wait for the emotion, the inspiration, the sign from the sky that says, yes, you will be inspired to take care of yourself. No, it's hard. It's very difficult. Sometimes you have to just give the first step and start, start the wheel, set the wheel in motion with the self-care, and that will take you like a snowball effect to keep taking care of yourself. That's every time you fall off the wagon, you can go back like this. Like, you don't need to wait for the inspiration. You just start, start doing things without waiting for the inspiration. It's hard work, but I know you can do this. Why? Watch my last video because I think you have special powers. Really, I said it. Yeah, you have resilience and you have strength, and those are special powers and super special powers, and you have them, and you will get over this. Okay, see you next week. Leave comments below, tell me what you think about this, and I really would love to know. This is very important to me. It's sort of my investigation. So okay, see you next week. Take care. Bye bye.